Good morning, everyone. We are live from the Prince of Wales School on Tuesday, the 16th of March 2021, and we are here for a very special whole school assembly. Today, at the end of the assembly, I'm going to be premiering our whole school marble run challenge video. I can't wait to share with you what all the children have done together across the Prince of Wales School. Now, before that, and while we wait for everyone to join us, I've got a question for you to discuss in your classes. It is, what are the two most important jobs the adults in school do? Could you have a chat with that on the carpet? What are the two most important jobs the adults in school do? Have a chat during this song.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, up down, oh below my bully boys blow. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. Leave and go. Someday the wellerman comes to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale sail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harping and fought her when she dived down low. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. Take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day day when the time is done, we'll take on even more. Someday the welcome comes, I bring my sugar and tea and more. One day when the time is done, we'll take on even more. Take on even more. Take on even more.
Excellent. If you're just joining us, we're asking the question, what are the two most important jobs the adults in school do? Okay, so have a chat with your group around you and let us know your ideas on that one. Maybe you could put that in the comments box. I've just got Mr. McBean outside. Are you okay, Mr. McBean?
Hello, sir. I've just come in because I wanted to share 3 pieces of work. We've just had so much.
Oh, I'm going to put the camera on. There you are, Mr. McBean.
We've done such good work with this morning in our geography. But I'm particularly proud of these 3 children.
There's Mr. McBean, everyone. Do you want to give everyone a wave, Mr. McBean?
I'll take this off a minute. Hi there. I've just come in to share with Mrs. Franklin some fantastic work. Look at this brilliant bit of writing Rowan's done.
Wow, fantastic.
About farming in the south of India. A beautiful piece of writing there from Amber as well. Fantastic.
Superb.
And a fantastic piece of writing from Rufus.
Wow, well done, you two.
Look at that. That's really, really chuffed with that.
Lots of improvement in handwriting as well, Mr. McBean.
Yes.
Super presentation.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
That's
I'm pleased with the whole
fantastic.
class, but well done, Amber, Rufus.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you leave those there,
Yeah.
Mr. McBean, at the
So
end
do
of
we-
assembly, we can get some stickers for those year twos because
Fantastic.
they've done a great job.
See you soon.
Thank you, Mr. McBean.
You're very welcome.
Oh, there was an unexpected surprise, everyone. Mr. McBean. That was great, wasn't it? Right. Going back to our question, what are the 2 most important jobs the adults do in school? So we've got some here. We've got look after us from Molly. Thank you, Molly. Education from lots of year 4 is the most important job. Education is an interesting word. I wonder what you mean by education. Caretaker from Noah. Ah, interesting thought there. I'm sure Mr. Baskin will be pleased to hear that. Well, I've been having to think about that question. What are the 2 most important jobs in the school? And for me, as head teacher, I think the 2 most important jobs are this. And it's not about individuals. It's about 2 roles that we have as adults in the school. And the first one is actually the most important one, and that's to keep you all safe. That is our number 1 priority. And that comes before actually helping you learn, which is also really important. I think it's probably what year 4 meant by education. Education is really, really important, but it's no good having an education if we don't also keep you safe. So a really key part of our job at the school is to keep you as children safe. And I suppose that's what Molly said when she said that we look after you, because it's our job to look after you. And we enjoy doing that job. We think it's a very special job to look after all the children at the Prince of Wales School. Now, I wonder if you can have a think about ways in which we keep you safe. So in school, we always think about ways that we can keep you safe. How do grown-ups in school help to keep you safe? I'm going to give you a few seconds to discuss that question in your class and maybe type some thoughts into the comment box. How do grown-ups in school help to keep you safe? What do they do? I'll tell you what, to help with that, I'll put a 30-second timer up so that you can type your answers in, because I'd love to get some responses on this. How do grown-ups in school help to keep you safe? So we've got lots of great comments here. Lots from year 4 who say they lock the gates. Yeah, very important. They wear masks. And that's something that's specific at the moment. Is it because of COVID? Stay near a teacher. The hand sanitizer stations, the whistle signals, the fire alarm, the office, lots and lots of suggestions. Year 4, you've done fantastic there. And actually, I've put some of these up on the next slide, actually. These are some of the sorts of things that we do to help keep you safe. We teach you about bike safety, don't we? This is Mr. McBean on a bike at breakfast, the top left-hand corner here, and he's modelling wearing his helmet. Then we've got all the work that we've been doing recently about making sure our hands are nice and clean. That's really important at the moment, isn't it, to keep safe? We also think about keeping safe virtually as well as physically, don't we? In the real world, we think about keeping safe in the virtual world. And in our computer science lessons and in our PHSE lessons and our assemblies, we think about being smart online and keeping safe on the internet. You mentioned about wearing masks and PPE, and there's Mr. Spracklin wearing his mask and his gloves when in the medical room. Someone mentioned locking the gates. That was year 4. And yes, we make sure the gates are locked and we make sure the site is safe. And we have different things that help us with that, such as the fence there at the bottom, look. We've got our signage at the moment telling us which way we should be going on the one-way system to be COVID aware. What do we do when we go on a school trip? How do grown-ups keep you safe when you're on a school trip? I think that picture in the bottom left there shows the adults wearing a high-vis jacket. Year 2 is saying, we do the register. We keep the rules. We make sure you don't do dangerous stuff. And in the bottom right-hand picture there, we've got a picture of Mr. Swatton and Mr. Baskin wearing our masks. Look, and someone mentioned masks, didn't they? And the truth is we do lots and lots of things across the school to help keep you safe. And you help us with those things as well. And at the Prince of Wales School, we practice drills that help to keep us all safe. I wonder if you can think about any types of drills that we do that help us to keep safe in your class at the moment. Is there anything we practice? I'm sure you're all probably thinking of this one. We practice fire drills, don't we? And this is a photo from our very last fire drill, I think. Well, I think we might have had one in the autumn term, actually. This is the one before that. This is from the summer before. And this is where we now go when we're doing our fire drill. We go up to the top corner of the field and we practice social distancing. And there we are. Look at all those fantastic Prince of Wales pupils. Now, have a think in your groups. What do we do if we hear the fire alarm? If we're doing a fire drill, what do we do to ensure that we keep safe? Can maybe tell the person next to you, what should you do if you hear the fire alarm? Okay, I'm hearing some good suggestions. Okay, should we have a look together? If we hear the fire alarm, we should do these things. First and foremost, we should stop and we do not panic. We line up quietly and then we follow the teacher outside. We listen to the instructions. Can you see some of the key words there? Do not panic, line up quietly, and listen. It's really important. Sometimes when people hear the fire alarm, they go, "Ooh, fire alarm! Ooh, ooh!" And that's not helpful, is it? Because it's really important that we stay calm so that we can listen to what needs to happen. In the coming weeks, before Easter, we will have a fire alarm practice. We'll have a drill. And that's because we have one every term to help keep us safe. When outside, we do not talk. We line up in our classes. We listen to the instructions. Now, we do this to ensure that everyone is safe. And you may think, oh, well, I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry, everyone. I'm here. I'm the most important. But that's not why we do the fire drill. We don't do the fire drill for one individual. We don't even do it for one class or one adult or one group. We do it for absolutely everyone to ensure that we are all safe together. We've got our sign up at the front of school now, haven't we? With lots of photos on, and we've got the one also on the reception fence that says together, and it's got every single person's name, adult and child, written on that sign. I hope you've seen it and I hope you've been able to find your name. It's really important that we're together when we're practicing these drills and that we all do these things. So when we hear the fire alarm, we stop, we do not panic, we line up quietly, we follow the teacher outside, we listen to the instructions. When outside, we do not talk, we line up in our classes, we listen to the instructions, and we do this to ensure that everyone is safe. Now, someone mentioned earlier on whistle signals. Oh, that's an interesting one. I wonder if anyone can think, what does that mean, whistle signals? What do we do with the whistles? I wonder if any of the year 3 or 4s can remember. You might not have mentioned this for a while. Well, at the Prince of Wales School, we practice drills in case of a dog on the playground. And we call this, I wonder if you can know what we call this drill. There's a picture, the picture hopefully is a bit of a clue really. We call this the 3 whistle drill. Can you say that to the person next to you? The 3 whistle drill. Got to get your tongue around that one to make sure you pronounce that right. The 3 whistle drill. If we hear 3 whistles, see, Mr. Spratling can't say it. If we hear 3 whistles when outside, we stop, we do not panic, we move to the nearest adult, and we listen to the instructions. This is something that we perhaps haven't practiced for a while at the Prince of Wales School, but it is something that I'm going to ask your teams to practice when you're outside on the playground, maybe at break time or lunchtime. And it's another thing that we can do to help keep us safe. So if we hear those 3 whistles, we stop, we do not panic, we move to the nearest adult, and we listen to the instructions. Now, today, you hopefully have heard of those before. You've definitely all practiced a fire drill before, and a lot of you, particularly those children in year 2, year 3 and 4, will be very familiar with the 3 whistle drill. Today, I'm going to declare a world exclusive to you. We're going to introduce a final Prince of Wales School drill. And this is something new that we've never done before. So I'm very excited about it. It's a new drill and it's about thinking, well, let me explain it this way. At the Prince of Wales School, we're really good at practicing if there is a danger inside of the school. So like fire. Now, we know that the chances of having a fire at school are very, 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 very small. But to ensure that we are safe, we practice just in case. Now, we practice just in case if there's something inside the school, but we've never practiced what to do if there's a danger outside of the school. Now, that danger could be all sorts of things. It could be a fire outside the school. It could be some lightning, or perhaps one of Hazel's cows has got lost. The important thing is we need to practice what to do if there's a danger outside of the school building. So we've developed something new, and this is called our hide and seek drill. And this is just in case we need to keep safe. Now, we had to come up with some words that were unique to the Prince of Wales School that were connected to hide and seek. And we've come up with this. We've come up with the bubble and squeak. So if an adult says bubble and squeak, we stop, we do not panic, and we find a good hiding place. We listen to the instructions. When hiding, we do not talk, we do not panic, and we listen to the instructions. We do this to ensure that everyone is safe. Now, in the coming weeks, we're going to have a practice of this. At a time when we don't tell you, the radios across the school are all going to say bubble and squeak. And at that point, we're going to stop whatever we're doing in the school. We're not going to panic, and we're going to find a good hiding place. Now, your hiding place is going to be in the room that you're in. It might be in the room next door if an adult tells you to go to that room, but otherwise, in most cases, it's going to be in the place where we are. A good hiding place might be under your table. It might be behind your tiered seating. Your adults will help you find a good hiding place. We're going to listen to the instructions, and when we're in a hiding place, we are not going to talk. We are not going to panic, and we're going to listen to the instructions. We're going to do this to ensure that everyone is safe. And that's a key theme in all of these, is the importance is that we're making sure that everyone is safe. Now, would you like to have a go at hide and seek now? A bit of bubble and squeak. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do is I'm going to play the marble run video as promised. That's 7 minutes long. I'm going to play that. And at the end of that video, I'm going to say bubble and squeak through the radio. And at that point, I want you to find a good hiding place. So you've got 7 minutes during our whole school marble run to think about where could you hide?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wash your whole hands front, your whole hands back. This thumb, that thumb, and squidge them all about. You circle with your fingers and don't forget your wrists. That's what it's all about. Now rinse them both with water. Now rinse them both with water. Now dry them with a towel. Well done, clean hands, clap, clap, clap.